Our first candidate is Adam Hasner. Adam is from Palm Beach County. He is a lifelong Republican, deeply committed to limited government and free markets, American values, and a strong national defense. He has over 15 years of private sector experience, very key in the 21st century, and has been first elected in 2002 to serve as a part-time state legislature representing Palm Beach and Broward counties. Serving along our great senator, your great senator, Marco Rubio, in the Florida House for 6 years until 2007. Adam was then selected by then Speaker Rubio to serve as Majority Leader, a position he held for 4 years until being term limited from office. Adam has a lifetime A rating from the NRA, a 98% rating from the Florida Chamber of Commerce, and is a winner of the Christian Coalition of Florida's Faith and Family Award. He is endorsed by FreedomWorks, Concerned Women of America, and by conservative voices such as Mark Levin, Eric Erickson, Monica Crowley of Fox News. Adam and his wife, as I mentioned earlier, Adam's wife Jillian, live in Boca Raton. Please welcome Adam Hasner.
Well, thank you so much, and it is so great to be here with you today. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome CPAC to Florida, and I want to thank my friend Chairman Al Cardenas for hosting this great event here in Orlando today. This is an exciting time for Florida conservatives, and we are proud to be a part of it. In 2010, the people in this room helped lead a revolution to take back the House and elect Marco Rubio to the United States Senate. And in 2012, Florida will make Barack Obama a one-term president and help regain control of the Senate by retiring Bill Nelson once and for all. Now, people have short memories in politics. They forget that before Obama, before the Tea Party, and before the Great American Awakening, the establishment in the Republican Party was saying that the best way for the Republicans to beat the Democrats was to be more like them. Now, I didn't buy into that philosophy. Back in 2007, when Marco Rubio selected me to serve as his Republican Majority Leader, he called me the most partisan Republican in Tallahassee. Now, he meant it as a compliment. The mainstream media tried to use it as an insult. I wore it as a badge of honor. Now, as our campaign has taken us to all corners of the state, my wife Jillian and I are truly thankful for all the support and encouragement that we've received. And it's great to see so many familiar faces gathered here this week, longtime friends and some whom we've just met during the past few months. We're proud of the endorsements we've earned from grassroots organizations like FreedomWorks and Concerned Women for America, from leading conservative voices like Eric Erickson and Mark Levin, and from Florida's very own Shark Tank, CPAC's Blogger of the Year. They know my record, and they know that I'm relentless when it comes to standing up for our conservative principles. They know that I've led the fight on the tough battles even when it wasn't popular. Fighting for the largest tax cut in Florida's history, rejecting $500 million in Obama unemployment stimulus, preventing Florida workers from being forced into labor unions, blocking Charlie Crist's attempt to ban offshore drilling, and shredding his plans for a cap-and-trade scheme. And what we need in Washington now more than ever are leaders who have the courage to say what needs to be said and do what needs to be done, regardless of polls or politics. You see, I know what it means to go against the grain. Being a lifelong Republican isn't easy when you're the son of two liberal Jewish Democrats who was born in Brooklyn, New York. And guess what? Being a pro-life, pro-Second Amendment conservative from Boca Raton hasn't been any easier either. But when you're a minority of a minority, you have to be more resolved, more determined, and more firm in what you believe. And that's the same passion and fight that I will take with me to Washington as your next United States Senator. Because today, we find ourselves in a three-front ideological battle for the heart and soul of our country. The deterioration of our values has led us toward a dependency society. It has led to the expansion of government and the taxes, spending, and borrowing required to sustain it. And our mounting deficits and debt are now stifling economic growth, jeopardizing our sovereignty, and have become our greatest national security threat. But if we send the right leaders to Washington, then I am confident that we can reignite America's economic prosperity based on the spirit of the individual, not the power of the state. That we can restore our standing on the global stage through a policy of peace through strength, so our enemies know that we oppose them, and our allies, like the State of Israel, know that we stand with them. And we can reclaim the foundational Judeo-Christian values that make America special and unique. God, faith, and a respect for life aren't just conservative principles. They're the most fundamental American values. And so that fight starts right here in Florida, where Bill Nelson has been the biggest cheerleader for the Obama administration agenda. He talks like a blue dog Democrat, but he supported the stimulus and Obamacare and cap and trade and card check. And for every vote that Marco Rubio takes, Bill Nelson is there to cancel it out. And so for all of your hard work in 2010, clearly not enough has changed in Washington. In 2012, we need to send conservative reinforcements to help get the job done. Because Floridians aren't looking for Democrats and Republicans to simply split the difference. They're looking for leadership. Republicans don't need to be less partisan. Republicans need to be more principled. And as conservative reformers, we must be on the offense and articulate our vision for the future. Because the fact is, the Obama administration doesn't have a messaging problem. They have a policy problem. They are waging class warfare, piling more and more debt on future generations, and their lack of moral clarity is making America less safe, less trusted, and less respected around the world. We need bold leaders who will tell people the truth. And my plan begins with cutting spending, reining in the size and scope of government, and balancing the federal budget. Repealing Obamacare and the job-killing regulations of the EPA and the pro-union measures that are stifling economic growth. Reforming and preserving Social Security and saving Medicare for those nearing eligibility, and creating a sustainable system going forward. Because the truth is that Florida's seniors have the most to lose if we don't act soon. Because these programs are on a path to insolvency and will collapse on current beneficiaries and burden future generations for years to come. But our vision can't just be about cutting. We must also lay out our roadmap for growth. Fixing our broken tax system to make it flatter, fairer, and simpler. Lowering rates and eliminating corporate favoritism and subsidies. providing regulatory certainty so businesses can make investments and create jobs, and having a plan for domestic energy exploration for on and offshore oil and natural gas to lower cost and reduce our dependence on foreign sources. The truth is that the challenges we face today weren't just created by the Democrats. Republicans share in the blame. And that's why it's not just about electing any Republican. It's about electing the right Republican. And I've proven myself. I've proven myself on the tough issues, even in the face of opposition and criticism. I've proven that I will stand up to the Democrats and to the Republicans who act like them. And I've proven that I can win elections in the bluest part of the state of Florida, and I'm the only Republican running who's ever actually won an election. But this campaign isn't about me. Our campaign is about the people we meet every day, about the lives who touch our own and the stories that move our hearts. It's about the charter boat fishing captains and the emergency room nurses, the moms and the dads and the grandparents who are worried about their retirement savings, and those who came here from foreign countries to flee communism and dictatorships in order to pursue the American dream, who are now in fear that we are repeating the mistakes of history. And it's about you, the people in this room who give their time, their energy, and their resources, and who are here today because you care about the future of this country. You're rightfully concerned about the future that your children and grandchildren will inherit. And like me, you know that Washington is broken, and the same old compromises and consensus won't fix it. But you know what else I see? That Floridians are hopeful. They're hardworking. They haven't given up on their dreams for a better life, and neither has the rest of the country. Because America has been tested before, and each time we have persevered. And I am confident that with principled conservative leadership, we will rise to this generational challenge like those generations before us have risen to theirs. And so today I'm asking for your support in the straw poll. But more importantly, I'm asking for you to join our movement. I'm not afraid of losing an election. I'm afraid of losing our country. And so when we look back at this moment in history, I want us all to be able to say that we answered the call. So join me to fight the status quo in Washington, and together we will save the United States of America. Thank you so much, and God bless you. God bless the United States.
Ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate. Break down the garden gate. There's not